All right, good morning. Welcome to day two of your online summer school experience brought to you by Halifax County High School. Today I wanted to talk about another factoring technique that you may see in the weeks ahead. This is called difference of squares. Now, immediately what we're trying to do is we're trying to find the square root of a whole bunch of different numbers. So, like, the square root of 9 would be 3, right? Because 3 times 3 is going to give you 9, right? And if that's true, then the square root of 4 would have to be 2. Because I know that I can square 2 and do 2 times 2 to get 4. And the last square root that I wanted to talk about before we get into the problems is going to be square root of 1. Square root of 1 is just 1. Because 1 times 1 is 1. Alright? So we're going to be using these square roots today to solve these problems. Okay, so to factor this one, I know that to take the square root of 9, that would give me 3. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to write this as x plus 3 and x minus 3. Okay? That's how we're going to factor these. There's always going to be a plus. See up here? There's always going to be a plus. And there's always going to be a minus. You can see the minus over here. So all your answers today are going to have a plus in between and a minus in between. Remember that. It's always going to be a plus and a minus. Okay? Let's try number 2. X squared minus 25. So to factor this, I need to find the square root of 25. Well, I know that the square root of 25 is going to give me 5, right? So this is the number that I'm going to use. So the way I'm going to write this one is going to be x plus 5 and x minus 5. Just like that. All right? And then the last one, square root of 36 is just going to give me 6, right? So x plus 6, x minus 6. So you can see how easy these are. All you have to do is find the square root of the number that I give you, and then you put it in that plus or minus form. All right, so now we got some y's, but we're going to write these the same way. The square root of 81 is going to give me 9, so it's going to be y plus 9 and y minus 9. Same way with this one, square root of 64 is 8, so y plus 8 and y minus 8. Down here, square root of 1 is going to be 1, right? Remember that from back up here? We're going to use 1. So y plus 1 and y minus 1. So we're always going to have that plus and that minus. Always. And the last 4, let's go ahead and try these real quick. The number is going to come first in these. That's the only thing that's different about these at the bottom. The number is going to come first. So I know the square root of 16 is going to give me 4. So that's going to be 4 plus x and 4 minus x. See how I always have that plus and that minus? That's going to be the same for all these problems, even if the number does come first for this one. Same way with the next one, square root of 49 is going to give me 7. So 7 plus y and 7 minus y. You probably guessed that, right? And then the last one, 100. Square root of 100 is 10, so 10 plus z and 10 minus z. Or z, as some people call it. All right. Number 10, we have a whole bunch of squares that we need to take the square roots of. So 121, that's going to give me 11. I have an x right here. And then over here, square root of 144 is going to give me 12, right? Because 12 times 12 is 144. But I also need that y right beside it. Now, I put it in that form that I did all the others. Put the plus first. Put the plus first. And then we're going to do the same thing, but we're just going to put the minus second. All right. And that'll be it for today as far as the notes are concerned. What is your assignment? Well, let me show you. It's going to be... Let's see, 10, 20 questions. All right. So the 20 questions today is going to be, we're going to do the squares first. First 5 are going to be squares, just like we did today. And the next 5 are going to be like we did yesterday, trying to multiply to that last number, add up to that middle number. That's what we're trying to do for the last 5. Now on this page, what does this one look like? 11 through 15, those are going to be the squares like we did today. And the last 5, these right here, these are just those ones where you got to multiply to the last number, but add up to the middle number, right? So 5 times 5 gives me 25. They also add up to 10. You know, what multiplies to 20? What multiplies to 16? On and on like that. All right? Except for that last one. That one's probably prime. Okay? That's it. And have a good day.